Hi there.
How's it going?
First time traveling with you again.
All right.
Hi folks, first we rugby event. In a quick 3 minutes, we'll be into Emeryville. Emeryville is your San Francisco Amtrak transfer point. Again, Emeryville Station, coming right up.
Good morning, just a friendly reminder of the cafe is open and serving. Cafe located corner of 3 on the lower level. Thank you.
Alright, folks, now arriving Emeryville Station. Alright, if you are traveling over to San Francisco looking for the Amtrak shuttle bus, once you cross the tracks over there, head to your left. Buses are underneath the overhang there at the parking garage. And this is Emeryville. This is Amtrak 531 to San Jose. Now boarding. Next stop will be Oakland Jack London Square. Again, Oakland Jack London Square coming up.
doing?
Doing good.
All right.
Finally happy that I get to travel with you again.
Yeah. You just out riding trains today?
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, I gotcha.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, folks, our next stop, Oakland Coliseum, roughly 8 minutes. The Coliseum stop will be your last BART transfer point. Again, Oakland Coliseum coming up.
up there.
No.
United States. It's been like this is third world. This is like Sally Struthers coming out, and like it's fucking disgusting.
Thanks for moving it up in the day. I've got
You got a mask.
dinner
Right?
I've got to be at later. What's up?
You got a mask.
I have a mask.
Okay.
Yeah, right here. I put it on to get on. But I figure as long as I'm theoretically drinking.
Sure.
Also got some pics inside the maintenance facility as we were getting closer to Jack London Square.
Hey, thanks for sending me the pictures from the other day, Nate, when I met you in Martinez, especially the one of like inside the engine.
Oh, the one of 2107?
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I also got 2123 right here on film.
Nice.
Yeah. However, there was also a cab car we saw which was looking rather, I think, banged up on the cab side. And that was 8313, which hit that abandoned vehicle on fire in Newark on Christmas Eve last year. Boy, do I miss that cab car.
Why is life so good right now?
Need more days off. Taking it from the man.
Mm-hmm.
I got one more, but I don't know when I can take it.
So I've become this dude at work. Like my primary mode at work is sucking up to my immediate boss, my manager, because I interpret my job as A, not causing her any problems, and B, making her look good. That is my actual job. And the way I do that is by doing my job. But in the large organization, we have these weekly department meetings. And I've got this guy now who's, he's 2 steps above me. He's my interim director.
Yep.
Roughly my age, A's fan, nice guy. A little too earnest and drinks too much of the corporate Kool-Aid, but
Local?
Once you get a little higher, you have to.
Yeah. Is he
He
local?
lives in San Ramon. Family, whatever. But now I've just become this guy who, because I've been there a long time, I'm at the bottom of the totem pole. I have 0 aspirations of ever climbing it. I'm free to say whatever I really think about stuff. When the powers that be force down the new corporate buzzwords, culture, nonsense,
Yep.
snake oil they bought from the latest set of consultants whose cousin is related to one of the senior VPs or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So we're having this hiring freeze right now. And we've got a position which we've got resumes for. My boss has 14 resumes, but because she hadn't started the interviews yet, we can't backfill this job.
So
That was the goal line, and she got to the goal line but didn't cross it by having one interview first. So I'm like, what's the deal with this hiring freeze? I know they're calling it a hiring pause because that sounds like kindler and gentler and it won't last as long or whatever, but it's a hiring freeze by any other name. You know?
does that mean you guys are doing extra work to cover?
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like
The classic.
You say that you want people in their right jobs and not having to do 20 different jobs and not having to work nights and weekends, but then you do this. So what is that? Now, this guy has no control over any of that.
Yeah.
And he gave like the corporate diplomatic answer, you know, and I thanked him for that. I said, "You're doing a great job. Very diplomatic, Chris." But like,
This was in a team meeting.
I'm free. I can, you know, I can say what they think and can't say.
So did you?
Yeah. It's liberating.
Were you ever in a position that from the company standpoint, they're like, we need to get somebody younger to do this, pay them less? Or do you have like institutional knowledge or something that keeps you, or something else that keeps you like, no, you can't just bring somebody else here?
Well, I mean, they can get rid of anyone at any time. Nobody's bulletproof, right? Like, but as long as I'm doing my job, you know, and not like doing anything overtly problematic from an HR standpoint.
Right, and doing it well and making your boss look good.
Yeah.
That's my worry is, this is the thing at Specialized we saw early on, is as soon as someone was there in their job a long time, they're like, we'll take the hit of the loss of business with the money saved to bring in somebody new and bringing them along. And
Right.
eventually at some point it's like, A, because of where I live, and B, because of my experience, I get paid so much more than other people on the team. It's sort of like Kobe, you know, like it's starting. But part of that is I have institutional knowledge and things that nobody else has, but at some point time's up. So you'd say like, get rid of that guy, you could hire 2 people, you know, to and deal with the pain of all the shit you're gonna fuck up.
Yeah, my plan for the next 8 years, I just want to be that guy. I just want to be that guy. It's like, oh, Adam's a cynical bastard, but, you know, he does a good job and he cares.
Right.
Gadfly.
Oh yeah, Adam, I also forgot to show you something I got recently. Let me go to it. Here it is.
All right. Nice.
Yeah, it's the new Christmas sweater that we ordered from Amtrak.
That's
website.
pretty great.
And it even features the new ALC-42 on it in the new Phase 6 paint scheme.
That's even makes it even uglier in a good way.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, because they're called ugly Christmas sweaters, holiday sweaters. Yeah, which is a compliment.
Yes, it's achieving what it's trying to.
So he posted it on Instagram, and Amtrak replied to it saying, "You're going to be the talk of the party."
Yeah.
I love it that you're wearing the UP shirt, because it's like when you go to the rock concert, you don't wear that band's t-shirt. You have to wear a band that kind of, it would be in the same ballpark, but a different band.
Right.
Yeah, I actually, when we were arriving at Emeryville, there was an eastbound intermodal on the farthest track with 3 ES-44ACs, which then slowly was ready to pull out as we were ready to leave.
So is that why you're wearing the Erasure shirt to the last Dream Theater?
Now that would be funny. That would be funny. I should wear like a Village People shirt to the Dream Theater show. It might be a way to meet chicks. Oh wait, there's none there.
Did Pam get a ticket? No.
I'm telling you, it got pushed back to February. You and Pam could still get tickets. We could pull this thing off.
Alright folks, this is Hayward Station. This is 531 to San Jose.
Then we have the after party meet and greet at a local bar afterwards.
I'm on board. Pam isn't, but I'm on board. 8:30.
All right.
Good morning. Confirming my good at the cafe is open and serving. Cafe located in Emeryville. Thank you.
For me, Hayward and San Lorenzo, San Leandro are just this Bermuda Triangle that I just don't know enough about.
I should send these photos to Libby Schaff and Amtrak.
What was the first one you said? Was it a fire? Is it an actual fire?
Yeah,
Or is that,
there was a fire.
There was a fire. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I saw that. It looked like it's flames.
Across the street were those RVs, and they had like barking dogs. Like,
So there's clearly there's just there's homeless encampments everywhere, right? But as someone from the Bay Area who knows that, and you go through San Francisco, whatever, and you know the stuff in Berkeley, and all on. The fact that it got my attention, and I was like, we're already jaded.
right.
Right. So I'm not coming in here from St. Louis. This is horrific. And then there's so many just this thing where mobile RV communes, that we have in Santa Rosa, where they'll be in a business park and they'll be there for 3-4 weeks, eventually get kicked out, and then they're like, right now there's one on Summerfield Road, basically the entrance to Howard Park, Annabelle, stuff. It's just these things where it's just all these vans and RVs, lined up, and I gotta say, compared to the shit I've seen today, it's like at least most of those look like they could be driven away to some other location. There's a lot of here, especially the stretch of between the water treatment plant and McCarthy Maze, and because it's such a no man's land there of nothing residential. Right? You would never see it except when you're on the train.
Right.
Because it's all like portable. It's like stuff you never. There's no roads there.
Right.
And
that's the way that the homeowners and the politicians like it.
Right,
Out of
exactly.
sight, out of mind.
Right.
It doesn't exist.
That stretch in particular was like.
So
And again, when you already have a jaded view of it and it grabs your attention, it says a
Right.
lot. Yeah.
right, you know that it's like gone next level. So when they closed, it was Reagan, right? When he was governor, he closed all the mental hospitals or whatever.
Right.
But those places are still there. Like Napa State's still there.
Yeah, and Sonoma
And
Developmental
Sonoma
is closed.
Oh, it's closed.
It's closed now.
But like all the buildings and stuff, everything's still there, right?
Yeah, there's discussion as to I think if I'm not mistaken, I think half of Napa, part of Napa closed down, if I'm not mistaken. But there's definitely stuff where, because the sort of bootleg entrance in the skyline, you go in the back
Right.
door, and it's definitely like
Yeah, we hiked that.
yeah, it's still a facility.
So where's the institutional will to, bring some of that back? Maybe not like the excesses, but like.
Well, I think if you're in
Like you'd rather have people shitting and dying on the street
so I think
and ODing than like getting help.
I think in the broad U.S. spectrum of liberal masculines, so mostly California,
Yeah.
so central eastern, I think there is a conscious need to redirect resources, it's called defund or whatever, but it's redirect resources to have mental health case workers be on scene for a lot of what have been previously completely law enforcement interactions. That's already happening. So they're actually doing stuff where they're actually like, okay, frankly, it's unfair to ask police train for that shit. Or should they? so we don't have all the time in the world, you know, to show that either. You know, it's like we don't have an infinite amount of enforcement available. And there's been discussion where up by us where it's what I call the Mike Oakland thing, where it's they're going to start prioritizing what they are going to respond to. You know, that's like, oh, well, before, like, if we call, like, shit, people show up, which was different than kind of like Berkeley and Oakland in the past, or just like, is it a homicide? Then we're not showing up. They show up for anything, in our neighborhood, but I'm waiting for that to change. So, Jack passed away.
Yeah.
And Phyllis is now out of the house.
You told me you got friends that might be buying the house.
Still in the
But his
process.
sons hate each other, and
Jack's sons.
Yeah.
So that's proceeding. Our friends are putting their home on the market. So fingers crossed it all happens.
that'd be great.
But something's happened where clearly Jack signed up for some sort of like medical alert. I followed and the fire department has shown up. I don't know how many times that I've witnessed, because my office is a bedroom. So I'm just looking, it's just a window. I see everything now. It's sort of amazing that, like, I know everything's going on in the court because I'm just looking at it all the time. I don't know how many times they've shown up where I've gone out there and they all know, like, yeah, we know nobody lives here. Like, we're obligated by law. We have to show up. And they go examine the house because they get an alarm. We can't go there. Like, nobody. And first time I showed up, like, hey, this is great that you're here, but I can tell you, like, nobody lives here. So they ended up. It doesn't help too that our neighbor Clara does not handle stressful situations very well. It becomes sort of. She has a very loud way of talking. And so the next time they showed up, I walked out. And Claire had already come out and got back in the house, and I said, hey, I live right here. I said, you guys have been out before, but new crew. And I said, nobody lives here. I have the contact. Told them fathers passed away, sons care for the house, but they don't live here. I have their contact info. And then the driver of the truck of the fire engine was female. Thank you for coming out here and talking to us in a calm manner instead of yelling at us. And at that point, Clara walked out the door. She's hilarious.
Now,
is this the Niles? Yeah, I was going to ask.
yes, it is.
Yeah.
One of my friends actually told me that he'll be returning to student brakeman duty this Saturday to operate the Train of Lights. The train is currently sold out to ride, but it's still.
Is that the Niles Canyon one? Or?
Yes. Yeah. West Coast Rail Productions actually told me about it.
Oh, cool.
This is the train that goes to Pleasanton, Niles Canyon.
Not to Pleasanton. It goes out to that junction that we've ridden to. Was it Sonoma?
Something like that? I don't really remember.
It basically goes out of Slot Canyon. It goes out of Canyon, right where 680 kind of does that curve by Calaveras and starts heading north. The Sonoma Green. Yeah. Right around there. It just shy of there. It ends. So it doesn't out back to there. So the history. Like, this used to be like Hollywood for westerns and stuff. Yeah.
I don't know how many years I've been before.
Did you end up going to the Western Railway Museum?
We were talking about it along with going to the Jelly Belly Factory this Sunday, but since I'm probably going to do some more train stuff tomorrow, I think we'll probably go to the Jelly Belly Factory and maybe go to the Western Railway Museum next weekend.
Okay, got it. The reason I asked is Rob, the guy I met at Tehachapi, who's from Santa Rosa, he said, hey, if you go to there's a train that does excursions. It might be kind of cool in the summer. We've talked about it's like an open car in Sacramento with the rail. It's like an Outback. You can't drink on it though. That's sort of like the appeal of it. But anyway, he said if you do that, he said you can do it in a way where it says it gets you free train rides at the Western Railway. They basically mutually accept the pass. So he said, like, you sign up for effectively a membership or a pass for the museum, which he said if you're a train nerd, he says you're gonna use it and it'll pay for itself. And he said, but the cool thing is the value behind it is you can then go ride the train for free. The other one says that's what he says, like, that's why you should do it. It's a high
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just say, like, I don't know if you heard, but I was saying like that whole Bermuda Triangle. It's like Bermuda Triangle for me is Hayward, St. Francis, and Amtrak. Like I have some experience from it, that's very old knowledge from when I used to live in Fremont and stuff. But there's really, like, given how large that the square mileage is of that area, I don't know shit about it. And I know that there's got to be, like, remember that one time that you were talking about it ended up closing? You're like, check out this killer. There's like a Western themed bar restaurant that I forgot the name of it.
That was here?
I believe it was in Hayward.
Yes, we are.
So this is this, and it's like right around the corner, wasn't it? Like,
And there's another one by the Tesla factory that we need to go to called Kirby's Shoestring. That's good. One time I was drinking in there and they brought in lasagna for everyone. Like giant pans of it.
Of course it's called that.
The Mojo?
The Mojo.
Perfect. It's the perfect OG50X bar.
It was meant to be.
Of course.
I don't remember the name. How can you not
Couldn't be
remember
called
the name?
anything else.
Yeah. It's an official underwriter of this of this series.
That's where we're going to have our reunion, where we invite Marin.
Art was a precursor. Art was.
But still, we'll grandfather him in.
We were beta testing, but it was.
Plus, like, he'll be the life of the party. He'll really spice things up with his comedy stylings. Alex, the skateboarder. Jose.
I was gonna say Juan. Jose.
And if we can find Navarro.
And Navarro.
But it sounds like he's found his paradise in Martinez, so he should be easy to find, I would think.
It's like, hey, trust me, show up to the the east end of the station. There is, you just gotta say, what's going on here, and then the heavens open.
Try it, guys.
Thorn?
Yeah.
What was it?
2007.
Alright folks, this is Fremont. Fremont Station now arriving at Fremont Edge destination. Make way downstairs. Prepare to exit.
Yeah, it's also the same F59 PHI that was painted into a yellow Operation
I know I've
Lifesaver
said this
paint
a million
scheme.
times, but is there some way we could do an out and back on the Ace train?
No.
Reverse commute direction, or does that even work?
No, it's something that it's counter commute. You have to. The exception might be, though, that I think Nate said that Ace is going to have an extension to Sacramento, which then's like, oh, well, then you could Capital Corridor back, whereas before it's like you've got to tie in. First of all,
folks, stand clear, doors closed.
if you do take Ace all the way to Stockton, and there you can't take the Stockton train. There is a San Joaquin train.
Bakersfield to Sacramento?
The stations are nowhere near each other, and are.
So we'd have to get Jolene to come and transport us.
The Stockton station, I know through experience, is there is not a sketchier station that I've ever been to, where I was like, we end up meeting you in Antioch, where I was like, we have to abort this for our own safety. We have to leave, and
Yeah.
and like I'm okay with like, you know, hey, it's not
So we
great
went to
or-
the Riverview
Yeah,
Lodge
exactly.
or whatever.
We ended up doing like bushes by the exactly.
Well, what's good here? What seafood
I wouldn't
should
eat
we
it.
order? Well, I don't eat seafood. I don't eat the seafood here.
And folks, the next stop,
There's a
Santa
glowing
Clara, Great America, Levi's Stadium.
So it's like it's right up there. There
That's
it is.
where
There's
we-
the sign. There's the
Yeah,
sign.
Mojo. Mojo.
Of course it's a Mojo. Of course it's a Mojo Lounge.
We need a picture of us in front of that sign.
The sad part is there was no Mojo at that lounge.
It didn't occur to me.
They
It
tell
didn't occur to me when we were there.
They tell stories to this day because we were the Mojos.
Is this the restaurant?
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Patio.
Yeah.
And it had like that little
Cockfighting.
roller rink like thing.
It is a cockfight.
It was probably a fountain or something, right? At some point, a pool or a.
It was a cockfighting. There's underground fighting that was happening. Yes, it's basically it was the roller. There's a roller rink that was way too small.
How could you and I be drinking at a bar on an OG50X event called the Mojo Lounge and we did not make the connection? How is that even possible?
I think we should be passing 532 in a while.
Does the San Joaquin ever go beyond
Jack London Square?
Jack London? Does it go to San Jose at all?
No.
This is the only one that goes to San Jose?
Yep. Aside from the Starlight, you know, that operates between LA and Seattle.
Seattle. So that comes down, comes down the Capital Corridor route and keeps going. Where does it go after San Jose? It gets out to like San Luis Obispo and stuff?
Yes, it would go up to like Salinas, Paso Robles.
Oh, God.
How soon before you think Rittenhouse is baited
Before he's what?
by in another self-defense situation?
No, what I think is going to happen is he's going to sue everybody. He's going to sue journalists. He's going to sue politicians. He's going to sue GoFundMe, who refused to allow people to donate to his legal defense. He's going to sue the shit out of everyone, and he's going to win huge goddamn judgments. Now, will people try and fuck with him? Certainly.
Yeah.
But he's got more supporters than he has haters.
Are you trying to make it to 65 with pitching, or at some point do you have I'm bailing out at this point? Or
Wait, say that again?
do you have a I have a plan of I am bailing out of PG&E at 55, 60, 65, or
Talking tonight, or?
no, your career PG&E if you
let me put my ears in.
for retirement.
Oh, 62.
62.
Yeah. I can retire at 55, but it's not the lifestyle that I would want. I mean, if I want to eat wet cat food instead of dry cat food, I've got to hang out till 62.
Would you consider the likes of Murfreesboro?
Yeah. I mean,
at that point, or
once my mom is gone, you know, everything's in play.
yeah.
You know, obviously, it'd be nice to live somewhere where I knew people,
Right.
but it's not like I can't make friends.
All it takes is a bar stool.
And a dream. A few dollars, a bar stool, and a dream. That's it. Yay? Nay? We got to catch up tomorrow.
There's no catching up tomorrow.
No, there isn't. That's another reason it's this. O is for no.
532's coming.
Sorry.
It's 8314. This is in Newark.
Where? System where we are. Oh, okay, all right. We're getting. Oh, so we're gonna end up. This is the cool part of that. We end up. What's the name of the ghost town?
Drawbridge.
Drawbridge. There's a Dunsmuir Drawbridge.
Yeah.
We're gonna be close to the wetlands soon.
I think it'd be nice to Railfan Alviso and see the trains cross the drawbridge.
I don't think you can get out to Drawbridge is a town.
No. No, I mean the town Alviso.
Oh.
Like,
Okay, we're talking about different things.
yeah. What the hell?
Waiting for freight?
I don't think so.
Local Santa Rosa culinary scene a little lacking vis-a-vis Kensington.
There seems to be a track record of like, if he discovers it, it's good. If we take him to some place, he's like,
Yeah.
So there's a place. There's a place where he also had a similar experience, but it was a soft opening.
Mm-hmm.
But you know the place because it's relocated. Remember the bird? On Santa Rosa.
You told me the story. Yeah.
So anyway, it's now by us.
Okay.
And it has a full bar and we've only gone to the soft opening, and it wasn't.
Let's go. Next time I'm up, let's go.
But the whole time, like, Pam and I keep going, like, you know who we need to take there? We need to go back for ourselves, but the person who would likely, I wouldn't say appreciate it, give us the review we all need, like the Cricklewood arbitration,
Right.
that had to be settled, right? What was that? Cheap bastard. What was that? Something.
No, it's just like I had to come and be the tiebreaker for.
No, but we had this thing like something like it was an acronym or something like arbiter.
Oh, I don't remember that.
It was, I think it was cheap bastard.
You're right. There was.
But it was like you had to be the arbiter
Right.
of.
Right.
Okay.
I really like this part of the ride.
This is the highlight.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go. Let's go with Carboy. Sorry, 7 words women
So you
hate.
found it?
No, I don't know yet. I'm still looking for it, but
See this. Nice. Glad we're not on the train with all those 49ers assholes.
yeah, that was terrible.
So is Joe back in school this year?
Yes,
Good.
she goes to a new high school.
Okay, good.
She goes to Santa Rosa High, which is the old high school.
Yeah.
It's right by the JC. Yeah, she's doing well,
Great. Fantastic.
much better.
You found it?
Cheap bastard. Club Hobbyist Expert and Pam's Bay Area Series to adjudicate relevant dive bars.
I should go into arbitration. Forget the music business. I think it's arbitration. I could become an arbitrator.
It's just all part of the impresario and adjudication in the empire. What's on that side?
Yeah, there's more.
Yeah. But you can't get out here, right? Or have you been out here? Have you been out here?
I've not.
Yeah,
You
I
have
think you
to
can-
walk on train tracks that are active. I think it's these.
Yes, bold.
That just doesn't seem like something I want to do. Maybe if I was younger and dumber. I mean, there could be some other way out
Someone walking right there.
on some of these levee roads.
Yeah.
But all the stuff I've read on the urban exploration websites say you have to walk on the tracks. So I don't know. Also, after seeing it from the train, it's like,
It's not gonna be better.
yeah, it's I can think of better uses of my time. Well, there's people right there.
Yeah.
How fast do you think we're going now? 60? 50?
It's a good judge.
I think
I'd say
maybe
50.
50 something. I think it was somewhere over there on this side that I was talking about of seeing the trains on the
Alviso?
yeah. This is Alviso.
Is it? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Can you point out the drawbridge? Will we go over it or?
I think we might have passed it or something.
Okay. All right. So short, particularly if it has a bar.
Yeah. This would be a decent spot to see.
This is a cool little neighborhood.
I was gonna say, like, if there's a bar here, then yes, we need to come here.
This looks like a decent spot
Let's
to
do
see
a quick
trains.
little ping here.
I think if we plan to come up here, I'll look up to see what timetables look good for the trains.
Alviso, yeah, that's Alviso. Let's see what
All right, folks, here in just a moment, we'll be coming into our next stop. Santa Clara, Great America, Levi Stadium.
the South Bay Yacht Club. Val's Restaurant and Cocktail. Lunch, dinner, cocktail lounge. Some photos. This is Alviso.
Maybe we need to come do some OG50X down there, dude.
Yeah. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Okay. Next trip.
Date, Alviso.
For a weekend?
Alviso?
For a weekend?
No,
or
for a day. For a day. We'll do it. We'll do a day trip.
on a weekend or?
No, probably. But depending.
I was wondering like what time of the week. Not like hour, but a day, certain day.
Yeah, so I'll have one more day off I need to burn.
That's the best thing about Bay Circuit navigation. It's also research.
Oh, yeah, it's recon.
Yeah. So,
We took a train to a game.
you did?
Yeah, with
Mike and Avis.
I think Toyer and Eddie.
Ooh, Cal game, 49.
Eric
It
Matoyer.
was Cal, Marcel, Ryan,
Yeah.
So Des wrote back to me about Bill Clinton, and he, because I had sent him and Tracy an email saying you guys were right about Bill Clinton. He's the greatest president since everyone, or better than everyone who
Santa
came
Clara
after him, is what I
University
said.
coming up.
So you guys were ahead of the curve. Mea culpa. I hated him then, but now I don't. And he had dug out some like Time magazine with Bill sitting on the cover. And Bill's kind of sitting like this, and the camera's kind of looking up at him. So it looks like he's like leering at some co-ed who's about to pull his pants down and suck his cock. And I was like, you should mail that to me. And I included my address in my email back to Des, so we'll see if it shows up. I'm gonna put it on my wall.
Or if any end versions of mandate or Mandingo end up that they've held on to end up being mailed to you.
There's the Great American Amusement Park. We should.
There they are.
I used to work there.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
We should definitely go to this place.
I don't have any pull anymore, Nate. I don't get any. Can't get us in. Yeah, we should. You know who's good for that is your mom likes to write rights.
Yeah. Plane taking off from, I think that's the San Jose International Airport, I think.
Is this the airport?
Yeah.
I don't know that it's.
Maybe it's the Santa Clara Airport or something. It would be cool to do some plane spotting sometime.
Yeah, it is. There's San Jose. Yep.
Yeah.
Does this end up being on the same tracks as Caltrain?
Yes, but usually Caltrain is seen on tracks. What was it?
No, I mean when it's in San Jose, is it on the same tracks as Caltrain?
Between Santa Clara and San Jose, yes. Yeah, I think this and the Ace train would like end up in a yard south of there at times. Maybe.
Well, the Caltrain
Before
by
they-
my
you-
old high
before-
school. There
you
used
know-
to be a train station by
Yeah.
my high school.
Yeah, you know, where the Capricorn and Ace would like tie down for a few hours or whenever.
Could be around that area.
see the Caltrain tracks over there. And if there's the new overhead electric wires that are being installed too. Here comes the northbound one. Cabcar 114 and MP36 926.
Alright folks, this is Santa Clara University.
UP can also be seen at this section too. See the complete view of the whole train from here. From the interior.
Alright folks, our next stop will be San Jose Diridon Station. San Jose is the final stop for this train. Everyone must exit. This train will be out of service. On behalf of Amtrak, thank you for riding with us today. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.
This will go back as 538 later on.
Who's the top guy?
What's that?
Is the top one from the...
That's the kid who they said was like a racist MAGA dude who was like with the Indian guy dancing in front of him and stuff.
Yep. It's like a high school field trip.
Yeah.
Very few Caltrain services stop here in College Park.
Yeah, it's just for start of school and end of school to let kids off and pick them up during school hours. Otherwise, they don't stop here at all.
Yeah. It would also be a nice...
I drove. I didn't take the train. I just drove.
Yeah. It would be a nice location to also see the trains pass by.
Or I took the bus.
Mm-hmm. 4,023. 907, 4,925. Yep. Yeah. Oh, looks like 9:15 is about to pull a set in San Jose. But a northbound coming.
It was raining when we left.
Are we pulling in?
It was raining on the drive down. This is perfect.
Yeah. All good.
Hey, thank you. Thank you. This,
Were you guys asked to show your tickets or no?
yeah, in fact, I had yours queued up for.
Oh, okay.
But they, yeah, I'm surprised they never came back to me.
When's the last time you were at the SAP Center?
Years. I'm watching games, but once my dad moved to Santa Rosa, I mean, it's hard enough. Like, I was commuting to games for Santa Rosa, picking him up in San Francisco.
Yeah, I remember.
And once he was in Santa Rosa, he's like, "This is too far." I was like, "I've been doing this for." I was like,
Well, how do you think it feels for me, Dad?
Yeah. But is that thing?
I
like,
remember you talking about falling asleep on your way home after those games.
I have slept in the.
Alright, folks, this is San Jose Diridon Station. This is the last and final stop for this train. This train will be going out of service. Please enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Again, now we're arriving San Jose.
One nice thing about Will, like living up there, is I will not go to night games, but now he's like, "I'm up here, I'll drive." I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
because I don't have to like caffeinate.